Hi, Cancer. I always sound so weird when I first say like hi because I haven't been talking in a while. I've been thinking or meditating or reading over whatever I'm supposed to be looking at for you before I start. And generally, I have a pretty good sense already of what you're going through because I'm usually doing a fair amount of readings for every sign. But Cancers, I feel like, so in every video I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself because people have been asking. So I feel like I have a lot of water signs that gravitate towards me for readings because I have a Cancer rising. And it's just I find it very easy to relate to water signs even though I'm a Gemini. And I think it's because my rising sign just plays so much into my life. Very emotional, but cold at the same time. But the signs right before you and after you have all the things that you do not possess. They're a reaction to you. So in a lot of ways, my Cancer rising is a reaction to my Gemini sun. So, Cancer, here we are. October 2016. Once again, when I start doing Cancer readings, my mood completely changes. You guys just require a gentleness, and a lot of these cards are coming up upside down. So I need you to take a look now at what I'm seeing. Okay. So a lot of this is obviously meant to speak directly to you. You're upside down. And I know why. Because there are big changes coming here. And you're not quite ready to let go of all your pain, sorrow, emotion. It all means the same things to a Cancer. Not much distinction. But it's like the good times have to come whether you want it to or not, whether you can let go of this idea or not, whether you can let go of this person or not. The good times still have to come. Are you going to stop and let go, or are you going to continue to refuse to see the light that's so obvious? Because you're starting to feel better. I see that. But there is still this hope that this harsh energy, I know this is always supposed to be an air sign, but it is so often also an Aries or a Virgo, just the harsher energies. You're still somehow hoping that he's going to, and it keeps being this. He's gonna, you think this earth sign, this Virgo, this Capricorn, this Taurus, he's gonna, I don't know, Cancer, delve into the depths of it with you. And by his very nature, he cannot. And we had this conversation last month. However, your need to bring clarity into this, your need to bring something to fruition, just everything, the games you guys have been playing with each other, everything, it's leading to this. And everybody knows it. And you guys have been here so many times before. It's like the options you have left between the two of you are not very appealing anymore. And where is this part of you? This part of you that's been, tucked away behind this pain. Like, this is you at your height, right, Cancer? This is you in complete control of all your power, with the moon there at your feet. That's your element. This is you when you're at your best, when you're contained and powerful and knowing why you feel what you feel and not just this raw emotion that a water sign can turn into when they're upside down. Whereas this is not, this is sitting here in the deck, but it's not in your reading. Right? This is sitting here in the deck, but it's not in your reading, but it's like right there. Right? It's the stuff that's going to come in because of what you're allowing to happen. You're refusing to let go of a situation, and you're doing it so much so that you can't see what's obviously in front of you. And you also can't see on some level, I hate to break it to you, but like, can you not see that this person isn't the best for you? This person has done enough to prove to you that they're not very good for you, right? So why do we keep believing there's something they're not? Because they put on such a good show of being something they're not? Is that what it is? Because I'm not sure what else it could be. And what I also don't see here is any sort of self-care going on for what for what Cancer has been through. I see Cancer still surrounded by harsh energies, some of whom are very harsh. Very, very harsh. I see Cancer not being in control of their emotions on many levels and losing things in terms of work and money because of it. And yet still foolishly holding on to the idea somehow that this guy is going to marry you or be with you. And I hate to be the one to break it to you, but this is not the guy. I know you're comfortable playing the fool for love. And I know you want to believe, and we went through this last month where, you were really pushing for something to come into fruition and you want this big change. And don't get me wrong, there is a big change coming. For sure, Cancer. But is it the big change that you want? And will you be able to handle it when it's not what you think it's going to be? Will you have the necessary resources? Because here's the thing. Cancer, if you have the resources to fall blindly in love with someone who's no good for you, and then just blindly stick to that no matter what, if you have the resources and the strength to do this with someone who's hurting you, and to hang on so tightly, and just do this selfless love thing for someone who doesn't deserve it, if you have the energy and the wherewithal to do that, then you can survive losing this person as well. You just don't think you can. And the message that's coming through is very clear. Yes, big things are going to happen. Yes, there are going to be changes. Not the kind of changes that you necessarily want, but the truths you already know will now not be hidden anymore. Not even hidden from you. They're not hidden as it is. But they're hidden from you on some level because you refuse to acknowledge them. You want to hang on to some vision that you have of how things are, even when you know that they're not like that. And the call here, just like every other side, I think it's also this time of year. This is a very spiritual time of year. With this time of year, it makes sense that this has come up a lot. Aries has already gone through this and has come out the other side of it, but that makes sense because they're earlier on in the zodiac. So this is really Cancer. It's a message for you. This is the major arcana guidance that you need to find this within yourself, because the things that are going to come out and the things that are going to happen in October, they may not be the best as far as from your perspective, From your perspective, they may not seem like the most amazing things, but trust me, if you can find this place within yourself, and you can find this quiet Cancerian power of intuition and insight and silence and patience, you will see that ultimately it was the best thing to maybe not have him or her. You can't see it right now, but you got to push through this and not fall victim to being this person. Don't do this. We know you can do this, but don't do this. Not this time of year. Not right now when manifestations are very, very important and the universe is listening very closely to what we're asking for. Be careful what you're asking for. Don't ask for this. Don't ask for this. Okay? Let this healing happen. Don't resist this. Don't resist feeling better because somehow it means that you have to let him go. You got to let him go anyway. All right? Cancer? I'll see you next month.